Ladies and gentlemen, this is Professor Euloge Nkounkou, the first doctor of philosophy of international petroleum, minerals and energy. We are Laura Kwachita, international petroleum, minerals and energy attorney and expert and diplomat of the United Nations, and we are elected Secretary General of the United Nations. The government of Switzerland, like we promised, will be transparent when we get our diplomatic passport of the United Nations. We will show you, we promised for a long time, we will be transparent. This is the letter that the government of Switzerland decided to give us back our language, and we didn't receive yet. So they said us to tell them where they will put our language, bring our language and our badge for United Nations. Yeah, we tell them that in the letter there is address there, and the proof that this is the letter recommended. This is letter recommended. We were not there, but people signed for us, people of church, the community signed for us, and we received it. So bring our language to the church. There is an address we put in the letter. Bring it, please. The other things that the government of Switzerland say, if there is any complaint, we have to go to the administrative tribunal of Senegal. Okay, any complaint. We remind you that nous sommes procureurs internationaux des affaires pétrolières, minières et énergétiques. Et ce titre professionnel vient avec parce que nous sommes les premiers docteurs en droit international du pétrole, des minerais et de l'énergie. We are the first doctor of philosophy, not in domestic law, but in international petroleum, minerals and energy. And we are also Laura Kwachita, international expert and a diplomat and attorney of petroleum, minerals and energy for United Nations, and we are elected Secretary General of United Nations. So we cannot go to the tribunal, domestic tribunal. That's what we were telling you for a long time. So what you are doing in your court, you want to make a tribunal, the Kilimani and everything, international attorney cannot get, because you don't know international law. International attorney, like you see, Fatou was attorney of prosecutor of ICC, right? And you cannot, Fatou cannot go in domestic law, go domestic jurisdiction. And me, I'm an international attorney of United Nations, petroleum, minerals and energy. We are the guardian of the Charter of United Nations. So I cannot go in front of a domestic judge. If you don't know, you will repeat again. So the government of Switzerland is telling us to go to complain. No. First of all, we don't complain. First of all, we don't complain. I'm not complaining. I'm working today. You see, I'm working. I was working, try to how I can help people of Honduras, Peru, Venezuela. Venezuela is something like that. So I don't complain. I don't complain. I'm not going to waste my time in tribunal there. That's diplomatic. But for me, to forgive is the state of my soul. Okay, forgive is the state of my soul. I will put down the video that when I was living in Kenya, how I forgive. Okay, but they follow me until here to wrong me. Okay, to forgive. But forgive is the state of soul is different of justice. When you kill LNB, when you kill Prince Philip, I promised to the window that the trial will be there. So justice must be. You kill many people around the world. So justice must be. It's different for me to forgive. To show you that I don't have time to waste to go to Sengal. I bring it in diplomacy, and also what you did to me. But how people came to the place of nation, you kill, you rape, you mistreated. I promise them justice, so that justice will be. Justice for me. For us, the justice, it will be just a reparation. It will be just our reparation. We spend, we lose 10 years of our life. Okay, and we are glad we get a liberation the 5 July, le 5 et le 7. Le 5 et le 7. We get liberated the 5 July. Exactly what God said. You are thinking what will come in August and September, that's the other thing. God said in July you will be free, and you are free in July. We have the letter. You are free in July. And thank you for the government of Switzerland, despite what I face, poison, mistreatment, death, I escaped. And thank you to the government of Switzerland to take, nous avons l'esprit sportif to take this decision. We hope that all Kenyatta have our language, will do the same. We hope. It's sad that is Uhuru Kenyatta supposed to start because we are African, we are brother and everything. But white have to decide first. White is sad that is the government of Switzerland have to take leadership. Okay, so we hope that in the next day, next month, you have helicopter. You have helicopter, you have everything, so we will receive our language. So we don't complain. We don't have time to go to Senegal. Encore une fois, un juriste, selon Thomas Wald et Hans Kelsen, un juriste de l'ordre international ne peut pas rester en justice domestique. So if I have to seek justice, it will be only in the international order. That's why even if I will refuse for a statute, they said that we ask asylum. Now we ask asylum to protect ourselves, not in domestic system, but we ask asylum at the United Nations. UNHCR. Only UNHCR was competent to hear us, but unfortunately, UNHCR, Filippo Grandi, you will be, I don't know if you see me, if you can look at for me, what you refuse to me. What the money you want to take in Kenya and the Congo Brazzaville and everything. So we hope that, but the United Nations is corrupt. So how about now we become the Secretary General of the United Nations? You are not going to be able even if to see me because you betray me. at the United Nations. So thank you to the government of Switzerland. So that is one thing. We apologize for those came today because you know it's not everybody is happy that I mean to be free. So they try to remove me in the house. They say, "Oh no, you have to leave the house." And some people get mad. We say they were getting some cash to take me a photo, to betray me, and they were getting some cash. We understand, and we don't hold the grudges to them, but we never will give them opportunity to approach us because they can repeat what they did. It's the same. It's the same. Those who were calling me their friend, I was calling them their friend, but they were not. All the time, I saw who they are. So we are not going to give them, we forgive, but not opportunity to get interference for that. But that's what we have to do. Tomorrow, because I asked the forgiveness, tomorrow, please be there for those who are available. Because people think that when I'm free and the fight to finish, that opportunist, that's what the other leaders do. When they are free, they stop to fight. No. We are not fighting for us. Today we are free, we can make money, we can do whatever we want, we can make money. This is the letter make us free. But it's not that. The fight will continue because the poverty is still there. Many women will continue to scream at the TV, in the TV, because they threaten them. So we have to sit at New York to achieve all program. Antonio Guterres tried to fight for green economy. We are professor of green economy. That people went back in full hydrocarbon. So Antonio Guterres does to know what he can do, like I know how to do it. Remember that the injustice is still there. My freedom is your freedom. That's what I told you. My freedom is, I'm not an opportunist that came, suffer after, if I fight, I go to the tribunal administrative, I get money and reparation, and no. The reparation have to come to the United Nations. I will get it by diplomatic way. If we can't by diplomatic way, we will go to justice, international justice. Because we are international, permanent, attorney, expert and a diplomat of the United Nations. The only international jurisdiction. And I know it, I know what I'm talking about. So, that's what we have to know. The fight, my freedom is your freedom. The injustice is still there. Look at how in COP26, they banned the Pope to attend. The Pope Francis, they banned him. How they humiliated the Pope not to attend to the COP6 in Glasgow. How they humiliated Elizabeth to attend to the COP26 in Glasgow. The Pope, they humiliated him to attend the COP26 in Glasgow. So, the only Obama took private jet without knowing anything. So he went to make a speech there. It was catastrophic. It was catastrophic. It could be good that professor of green economy, counselor of the Pope, professor of international environmental law, and who created environmental tax. It's me, green tax, creating it. It's a good Elizabeth will get there because she's the chief of UK. Why they banned her to participate in UK, in Glasgow, COP26. So they humiliate all the UK. They humiliate all African experts, all black American experts in green. In green. So they went to humiliate there. No result. So United Nations was a champion in green sustainability, but nothing. A fiasco. They came to make the COP under the table here. So you prefer to make under the table here at Geneva than in Glasgow. The injustice, that's just a few to show you the injustice. So in these kind of things, I cannot lead diplomacy now. You beat me, I beat you. You beat me, I beat you, so that we will respect each other. If not, we'll say, oh, this Negro, I'm not your puppet. There are injustices there, and I have to be very strong. I have to call all my authority to knock down the injustice, to give people justice for all, not resilience and to sell medication of mental health. We have to find solution. That's how things have to work. Things have to work. So tomorrow, July 27, 2022, we have to meet, please. I will be at 11. I'm not going to be like President Putin was waiting President Erdogan. Okay? If I don't find someone there, I will be there. But if I find just one, I will check the hand of the one. But when I get there, I will ask you, who came for Professor Nkounkou? So you say, I came for Professor Nkounkou, then we speak. If you come for tourist tour, so please, the United Nations place is for everybody. So you do your thing, but don't come to destabilize those came for our fight. We need peace. We can share the space, but with peace. Peaceful. So when I get there at 11, I will ask, do you come for Professor Nkounkou? When you say yes, then come and we will have time to speak. Those that come for Professor Nkounkou, okay, you can continue to take your photo and whatever you want, but don't come to disturb us. Okay? An opportunist, when you are free, I can go to make my money. I'm still the first doctor of philosophy in international petroleum, minerals, and energy. But I don't go that way. I'm going to be Secretary General Paul when I have a royalty. Because the PhD in petroleum, in gas, fuel, look at today the conflict is forever, is royalty forever. And they didn't open the door for me, no. They didn't know when I go to get information for ExxonMobil, for Sinopec, for Shell, for Total. They didn't know. They didn't know. When they wake up, I finished the thesis, and they want to block it at the last time, but it was too late. Too late, because I was in secret in the monastery with the Père Dubé, Père Roland Dion, Père Florent Beaujoin, Frère Lamarche, Père John, Père Gilles Desjardins, and that from Quebec. I thank them a lot. Without them hiding me, I could not, because my marriage was in danger, because Satan was already in my house and was putting poison. Sassou and Colline Makosso, they were sleeping already with my wife, the first. So an enemy was in the house to kill me before I defend my thesis. So thank to this priest, always the priest, always. In Kenya, is also the priest, the Cardinal John Joey. Thank you so much for that. When Kweya get in Freemasonry, mistreat me, but the Cardinal John Joey support. So I'm here for you, we people around the world. This is very, very important. You should not suffer. You voted for me, and I will dedicate my life for you. For you. I will continue to fight for you. I will continue to fight for you. Okay? It's not over. People were saying, oh no, they see him. No. Also, I will go to see my wife. My children will come, but I will go to see my wife in South Africa to thank her, to know how she is. She's a diplomat, and I play, always telling you whatever you do to her, she's a diplomat, she's protected by international law. But how many women are not protected? How many women cannot have the statue? How many women? So I'm there for you, I'm fighting for you. Everywhere in Russia, China, America, Israel, Nicaragua, Ecuador, Bolivia, Cuba, Brazil, Martinique, Guadeloupe, Réunion, and everywhere around the world, Australia, India, Amerindian, Asia, everywhere. Okay, everywhere. So I'm a good example for this generation and many to come. Good example. But I'm here, you can count on me, you can trust me, I will continue. Okay? When Mandela get out, the only idea he has is to rest. You know, for me, more than 21, 22 years of suffering, I have many poison. Of course, I will go, maybe fly to Qatar. Qatar, I need a doctor, independent doctor, for checkup. Independent doctor. I don't trust anymore where they poison me. In Montreal, I had the Chinese doctor. I'm always international. Because when I was in Congo, I was young. In the CG de la Fraternité, I had Master of Kung Fu from China. from China. So when I fly many years after in Canada, I went to l'hôpital chinoise de Montréal. So Chinese hospital of Montreal, I had, and the Chinese welcomed me there and welcomed me, and the doctor welcomed black patient. Patient was me. He said, "You are my first black patient." It was me. So I could not trust the hospital like the hospital in Montreal, when the information about my daughter disappeared because the mother Freemassonery and they killed the boy. So I don't want to see them because I will be hurt for this boy supposed to be. I don't know what they put to me if I will have again children. They put me many poison, I don't know. But this boy could be the most intelligent man in the world, because when you have a baby with someone have a very high intelligence, someone is chosen by God, God will bless these children. But Freemasonry killed the boy and left the girl. And the girl will be with me because she's a minority. She will fly to see me. If I have to live in Africa and live in New York, she will be with me. If their mother or those that me need help, I will help them, but they cannot be with me. Okay, only my wife in South Africa will be with me, and I will see her, and there are many things we will exchange. But also again, I'm not resting. I will not be free. I'm not resting. I will continue the fight because we were elected, and I never will give up. You know, there is only one man never give up. The Pentagon give up. The Army of Navy give up. The Army of South Africa give up. The Army of France give up. The Army of Switzerland give up. But we never will give up. We are your Secretary General. We are not going to diminish you at New York. We'll start diplomacy. Go to listen our language in diplomacy. But don't say that you are coming as Secretary General, black is a puppet. No, you will find a stone, because I started as a political lieutenant to defend the President and the Vice President of the United States. And I get very strong, and I want to defend the Queen Elizabeth. I want to defend many presidents around the world. Dr. Nkounkou, those try to liberate people. I defend Putin. When in the beginning they planned if to kill him, to assassinate him. Today Putin can laugh again, smile again. But I stand also for Zelensky, because he wants to take a comedy that bring dead to people. So you have, when you're a leader, you have to be serious, not a comedian. That's why I refuse the basketball. I can watch people for basketball, but in the life of people, I refuse the game. You have to be very, very serious. That's why we can assure you that we will continue to fight for you, for we people around the world. Thank you. That's a small message. Small message. If I receive my passport, I will show it to you, and to ask also to the United Nations to give, before we seek reparation, to give us airplane ticket and everything that we will start to. We have to leave. We have to leave Switzerland. We have to leave Switzerland, and we are free now. The government officially wrote the letter to us who are free, but they know that our Secretary General of United Nations, and there is many challenges when even if they humiliated the Queen of Elizabeth and the Pope Francis to attend the COP26, when they refused the Pope Francis have authority, Vatican, to go to DRC, they push him in Canada. I know in Canada what he wanted to do, what he wanted to do. Okay, thank you so much. I'm facing challenges of the house where I will sleep this night and everything. But that is not my problem. I slept outside during the winter, humiliated. Again to that, they did everything. Poison in toothpaste, poison everywhere in the hand, my clothes. I'm here to stay, I'm here to live, and I'm here to lead, available for we people around the world. We people, freedom, justice, cash for all, electricity for all, water for all, health for all, freedom for all, security for all, and economic prosperity for all. Thank you. God bless all nations.